So today's a pretty rough day for me. I don't know if I should be happy or sad, but today's the day that I'm selling the 58, and all good things must come to an end every once in a while, I guess. I don't know, man. It's one of those things where, I got into this just because I wanted an old car. Really, I wanted a hot rod, and I just came across a few lucky deals, and this car really means a lot to me. It was like my first experience. Like I've had old cars in the past when I was younger. Nothing, this old and nothing this special. And a 1958 Chevy is an amazing car. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite cars. The 57 to 58 Chevy, 59 I really love too, don't get me wrong. 59 is probably actually my favorite, but that's like a unicorn. So when I came across this 58 by luck, and got it for the price I got it for, and the experience of bringing it back and getting it on the road and being able to enjoy it and take it as far as I've taken it, and all the car shows and all the experiences, driving it the whole way to Ohio, and neighbors walking by, driving it the whole way to Ohio, and making it to the Rockabilly Raucous and some other shows that were far away. It was a beautiful experience, and you kind of, it's like Arnie and Christine, man. Like, you fall in love with these cars. Sometimes you don't, and you could care less. But in this particular situation, I just remember the excitement when we pulled her out of the garage, and where she was to where she is now. It's been quite an experience. A little bit of money, a lot of work, and I love this car. She's beautiful. But I guess the only problem with the car is that it has 4 doors. And so that was always the dilemma, right? It's like, well, the car is amazing, it's beautiful, I love it, but it has 4 doors. And anyone who's from the hot rod world will tell you 4 doors aren't worth anything. It's not that they're not worth anything. They're actually becoming quite pricey lately, and the 2 doors are becoming unicorns. They're harder to find. There's not many of them. They're expensive. A 58 Bel Air 2-door is anywhere from 30 to 75,000. Depending on like what's done to it, obviously. But a car in this condition. A 58 in this condition that's a 2-door is a $40,000 car, whereas this one is, 10 to 15 at best. I see people trying to sell them for like 20, and I don't think they're gonna get there. But I love this car. Doesn't matter what what it's worth to other people. Doesn't matter. People have sentimental value towards things. This is sentimental to me a little, but I sold the Blue Fleet line last week, and this is I decided to sell this. But there's some other surprises I have. There's another build I'm starting now, and also, so the reason I'm selling this, well, the reason I sold the Fleet line, the reason I'm selling the 58 is because I figure it's time. I built my way up to these cars. I've had a lot of cool cars in and out of here in the past 2 years. If you go back through my videos, I've had a lot. I wouldn't say a lot of projects. I'm not a company. Like, I'm not a business. I'm just a regular dude that doesn't know what he's doing. So I feel like in the past 3 years, there's been some cool projects in and out of here, and it was all building towards something. And my goal as of right now, like, I don't have any I didn't find any yet, but like my goal is to use the money that I got from the fleet line and from this car to buy the car that I actually want. You know, and I don't know what that is yet. You know, I'd like a 57 Chevy, a 2-door, or a 58 2-door. And with all that money combined, I feel like I should have a good running and driving, you know, car. One that I don't have to build, you know, not for that much money. So I get it. If I'm going to spend $2,000 on a car, you're going to have to build it. But you know, if you're putting 20 grand on a car, I'm hoping that it's, you know, a car that I don't have to do much to. Maybe add my own little flavor to it, but like I'm not going to be replacing the floor pans. I hope. So that's the goal. So there's a happy ending to all this. I mean, I don't know what that is yet, but you'll be the first to find out, obviously. So for those of you that are kind of like bummed that I'm selling this, you know, like I've had, when I put it on Marketplace, I had a lot of people like, dude, I can't believe you're doing that. I can't believe that you know, like that's your favorite car and blah, blah, blah. And it is, and I'm still going to keep the 51. You know, the 51's not going anywhere. You know, it's my 2-door 51. This is one of my bucket list cars. Most people would laugh at that because it's like a 51's not really a bucket list car. But I always loved them. It was my first choice. The 58 fell into my lap, and I wasn't expecting it. And, you know, now I've had my fun with it. I've gotten to drive it and love it for 3 years. I mean, I drove this thing in the summertime basically daily. And I had a lot of fun with it. So I think I got my use out of it, and now it's time to move on to bigger and better things. You know, I outgrew it, and that's pretty much that. But I'll be sure to keep you guys updated on, you know, you'll know. I'm going to try to post something every week, so you'll see what I'm up to next week. I have some cool stuff going on. I recently, as of last night, pulled something into the main garage, and I'm super excited about it. And you know, a lot of people would think like, well, you're getting rid of this beautiful running and driving car and you bought a pile of pieces. But as you guys know, I just recently, you know, last winter, exactly like 1 year from today, I was building a Model A. And it was a shorty Model A. I got ripped off on it. I didn't know what I was buying, and I got it on a trade, and I got this pile of parts, and I got this Model A body and frame, and you know, it was a rolling chassis, but I didn't realize that it was cut in half. I just thought it was a 2-door. You know, there's so many different models of Model A's, but the 2-doors, anyway, I'm not going to get into all that, but I got ripped off, and I ended up adapting to it, and I shortened the frame, and I made it a shorty Model A, and someone bought it. Someone really liked it, and I got lucky. So I just picked up another Model A. This one's a regular 2-door body, and I got a frame, and I'm just going to piece it together, man. This one has a hood, and this one, it came with chrome headlights. I already started picking up pieces for it. I got a grill shell. You know, I'm going to show you guys that journey, but, you know, in another episode. But, you know, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and so I'm still going to have my 51. I'm going to have a Model A that I'm building currently, and I'm going to use the money from this car and the fleet line, the 50 fleet line, to buy something special that I love. And I'm going to be patient. I don't know how long that's going to take. I don't want to rush it, so we'll see where it goes, and that's the goal. But yeah, I'm sorry. I love this car, man, and I'm not at all, you know, excited about getting rid of it, but I am excited for the future and, you know, the next projects that I get into. And it's exciting hunting. Like, I don't know about you guys, you know, if you're a car guy, you guys know the hunt is like the funnest part. Like finding another vehicle, you know, staying up all night on Marketplace just to get through that list, and your phone's falling in your face because you're falling asleep, and you're like, wait, I got to get through it. You know, I just hunted for 53 Chevy. Now I got to go down the list of 54 Chevys. There might be a car that popped up that I haven't seen yet, and it's like a sickness almost, but it's better than, you know, drugs and alcohol and all that other stuff. So if that's what you get out of it, if you enjoy it, and the hunt's my favorite part. So I'm on the hunt right now for a really good car. If anyone knows of any in the Pennsylvania area, you know, let me know. I'm looking for a 57 Chevy, anything, a Tri-5, 55 through 59, two-door Chevy that's in the 15,000 range. So let me know. I could go a little higher. I'd like to, you know, not get down to zero here. I'd like to have a couple bucks for my other projects. So 15,000 range, if I can find one. I don't expect it to be perfect, obviously, but you know, let a brother know. And so I got her out. You know, I pulled her off the dash, and now she will go into the next car. I don't know if I want to put her in the 51, but I'm thinking about, you know, I looked at her every day when I drove this car, so you know, this is a little piece of the car, and that's that. But thanks for watching. You know, boring video, but just had to let you guys know what's going on. Guy just messaged me. He's 5 minutes away. Oh, there he is again. I gotta answer him. Oh, 5 more minutes left with this baby, and that's it. This is the only one I really care about, you know, that I felt this way about getting rid of. It sucks, kind of. It's time they'll both be together in the same garage. Oh, man. It's really sad for some reason. I'm being such a baby. I don't give a crap about selling a car. I mean, it's just part of it, you know? You know, like, you always replace it with something cooler or different, and it's the first time I've ever really been bummed out about it. But yeah, he's 1 minute out. He'll be pulling down here any minute.